I'm Eric Wielander, and welcome to Windy Tech, a channel all about apps, gear, and automation in the Apple ecosystem. Today, I'm back on YouTube after sort of renaming my channel and taking the summer off. My wife and I purchased a house not far from where we were already living, but now we changed from an apartment to a house, and with that came a whole bunch of projects for me to do over the summer, and it just took away a lot of my nights and weekends that I would otherwise spend making YouTube videos for you guys. Now I am back on YouTube in earnest, ready to go, and gonna make a lot of great videos for you guys over this fall and coming hopefully many years to come. Making YouTube videos is something I really enjoy. It was really great to see too that even while I was gone, a lot of my videos were really continued to be watched. I got some great comments and grew more subscribers, now past 200 subscribers. Woohoo! I wanted to show you guys quickly in this first video back my new setup, because in moving I have a new office space and I was able to sort of rethink my setup, add a few new pieces of equipment here and there that I'll be doing reviews on more later on. So this whole office used to be a very ugly shade of blue, and then I repainted it as sort of light gray, bluish gray, and then painted these cabinets behind me that you'll see white, and just did a whole bunch of improvements to the space beyond just the technical stuff that you see now and that we'll focus on this channel. All right, so if we come in here from the door, I got these two different shelves here with different little knickknacks that mean something to me. I got some Agamunk prints here. I just find Jeff Sheldon very inspiring, and I love the sayings on both of these prints. Got a new Mac smell candle from 12 South. I love 12 South and pretty much everything they do, and that I thought was kind of funny. There's the 747-800 model plane. A lot of this stuff I already had, and just kind of like, you know, putting it together in this little office setup. Have some books that I had that I liked, the Blue Bottle coffee drip filter, a Lego Eiffel Tower, as well as a Lego architecture book, which is really cool and shows all the different models of that. Down here I have my Manfrotto tripod paired with the Edelkrone slider and Manfrotto video head. This is what I use to get a lot of just B-roll shots and basic shots around the studio that are not locked off on a tripod of me talking into the camera. And I've been using that for a while. That made it over here in the move. This desk, though, is a new desk from IKEA. It's sort of in that build your own series. A lot of people were using IKEA kitchen countertops. IKEA actually decided to, I think, go ahead and make a desk top setup that's the same kind of style, but now you're just buying it as the holes are already drilled and it's all set up for being a desk. And I went ahead and sanded that and then put a wood finish on it to give it kind of a more of a gloss shine to it. Underneath the desk here, I got my Blue Lounge cable box with the Thunderbolt 3 dock, which I've mentioned in previous videos, along with a 4 terabyte LaCie rugged drive. And then I have my headphones that I use to edit with, the Audio-Technica ATH-M50X or whatever, I think. They're pretty popular. And then an Anker USB charger. So this is a Elevation Labs headphone hook that I think is really nice as well, just for hanging headphones under the desk. One of the kind of dirty hacks of this setup is that I have these cables running along the bottom here out from a wall. Basically, this wall goes under the stairs, and so then under the stairs I have a little space in sort of an unfinished part of the basement where I have my just general internet connection stuff, so like an Eero and a few other, like a cable modem and a few other things like that. So then over here I have my studio lights, as well as these cabinets, which were unfinished wood, and then I painted them and added these handles to them over the summer. I also have another Blue Lounge cable box over here to conceal some of the cables. This is where I put my camera in this setup to videotape for YouTube. Videotape, that sounds so silly, but you know what I mean, like record videos of me talking, and then I swing this mic stand around, and then it's right underneath my voice as opposed to being above it, and I ran a cable through the cabinets and out there that I can plug in to my Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which I have currently attached to my Sony a6500, recording this right now. And then if I want to turn on that monitor there, this monitor allows me to see myself, see if I'm in focus. It's nothing fancy. It's like probably the cheapest monitor that B&H sells. It doesn't really give you anything in terms of color accuracy or anything like that. Just helps me know if I'm in frame and in focus, basically. So then these two lights I got off of Amazon. I can't remember what models they were, but they were recommended by a couple different people on YouTube. And they worked really well. And then back here I have my sets of speakers. There's the Google Assistant here, and then I have my Amazon Echo Dot, as well as a Sonos Play 1 that I've had for a while. The cool thing about having the smart speakers in here is that then all of these lights are all hooked up to Wemo systems, so then I can just say to the Echo, lights, camera, action.
Okay.
And then both of those lights will turn on and the studio monitor will turn on. If I have my camera all plugged in and ready over here, then it's all ready to go, which is really nice, time saver. And I have these two remotes here to control the monitor and the camera remotely, so I can start and stop recording. I also have this accessory that I've had for a while for the Sony A series of cameras. You have to get the ones that match your specific type of battery. This matches the ones for like the A6000, 6300, and 6500. It's a battery sort of charger that kind of is a hack that allows you to plug in the camera into power so that you don't need to run it off a battery, which for a lot of these cameras like Sony A6500 will burn through battery like crazy. So for doing locked off shots right there, I'm able to have it plugged in, just forget about battery altogether, which is really nice. I have my inbox here, and that's just all the items that come through, like mail and everything else that need to be processed, scanned, shredded, thrown out, whatever. Then this is my ScanSnap IX500. I've had this thing since like 2013. It's been rock solid. I love it. I don't know what I would do without it. It scans a ton of stuff. Then this is my desk setup. Same MacBook Pro you've seen in previous videos. And then this iPad I've had for a while too. It's a first generation iPad Pro, but I'm starting to use it less as like a portable device, almost like most people use an iPad for, and just keeping it on a desk as kind of like a more powerful version of a touch bar, so you have different apps you can interact with and have right there next to the rest of your setup. We'll see how that goes, but that's currently what I'm kind of playing with as an idea. And then here I have the Cooler Master mechanical keyboard, and I love the sound of this thing. It has Cherry MX Brown switches. I love the sound of brown switches. And speaking of MX, you have the MX Master mouse here. And this Dell monitor is a 24-inch 4K Dell monitor. So a lot of the reviews you'll see of this monitor on YouTube will complain about that the pixel density is just too high and there's no real logical way to use it. But I think that with 4K at 24 inches for us Mac users is great, because then you technically get Retina. You have enough dots per inch to be a Retina screen. And these things are kind of outdated now. They're an older edition from Dell, but you can still pick them up on Amazon for about $300, which for $300 to have an external Retina display at that size, it's no 5K iMac or anything, or 5K display, but for $300, it's a really nice accessory to a Mac laptop. So this is a Nest Detect, I believe is the term, the smoke detector. The previous owner of this house had a bunch of these all over, including one in this office, so I just kept it in here. It's just really nice to know that if there's going to be smoke in the area, in the office or whatever region of the house, that we'll be alerted on our phones and we can deal with it. It's also pretty smart from what I've seen of like if it thinks there's smoke, you can sort of tell it, no, this is just me cooking or something. So that's nicer than having a normal smoke alarm go off for something. That said, though, they are kind of expensive, and I haven't bought any myself. And I don't know if I would. I would really like it if Nest could kind of add some more features to these. I think they could be a lot more powerful and capable. I know there's some rumors of making them to be smart speakers or a Google Assistant or a temperature sensor for a Nest thermostat. I think any of those things would be a welcome improvement. I've actually tricked out a lot of this house with Nest stuff now, so I'll be talking more about that in future videos. And I'm really looking forward to talking all about smart home tech as it relates to the Apple ecosystem, especially in upcoming videos. I pre-ordered an iPhone XS Max, so that should be coming very soon. So stay tuned for a review on that. There's just a whole lot of really exciting things coming to this channel very soon. Subscribe if you want to see more videos about apps, gear, and automation in the Apple ecosystem. Like this video if you like my setup or just found something interesting that maybe you want to do with your setup. Tell me about that in the comments below. Maybe there's something that you really like from this setup, or something that really works well for you that you would love to see me look more into with my setups or just work in the future. So let me know about that in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, and thanks again so much for watching. See you in the next one.